Adam, have you gone to any, or back at that time, any of the other seminars that you'd see advertised on TV for how to make it in real estate?
Absolutely.
Was this similar?
There's a group of those. Yeah, so very similar in a lot of ways. There were, very clearly groups that were in the business of trying to charge you as a potential investor to learn their secret. And they're still advertising that stuff almost every day.
Oh, yeah.
On the radio, you'll hear these advertisements. And in the most part, those seminars are built around either A, you paying a bunch of money to hear how somebody else has had success, or B, you becoming the feeder of potential business to those people. So the ones that I hear a lot are, hey, you can make $1 million selling real estate without a license. Well, in reality, what they're saying is, tell me if your aunt or uncle needs to sell their house, and then huckster number one will come along and offer them less than what it's worth to sell it to them.
Okay. Adam, I appreciate, thank you for sharing your experience, someone who took the introductory Trump, yeah.
Kind of to add on to it is that at the time I fit neatly into their sales demographics as being a middle-class person of a certain age and that had kind of the economic means to do something. But now I actually fit into their program in another way, in that my family has an Islamic name and I'm an anchor baby. So when Trump becomes president, they can start by deporting me.
Adam, I appreciate your call. Thank you very much. Adam in Pasadena. Les in Beverly Hills called to say, I'm a lawyer. The fact that Trump represented that he had selected the instructors himself when it appears in the documents that he didn't tells me that this is fraud. That's Les in Beverly Hills. Let me bring into the conversation Josh Gerstein, senior reporter for Politico. Josh, welcome back. Good to have you with us.
Hey, Larry, good to be with you again.
What do you think is the potential political effect of these documents, if any?
Well, I mean, I don't think these documents, frankly, are that different than things that were already known about Trump University. I think there are more stories. There's more color, as you say, about some of the sales techniques. But to people that have been following the story, the general arc and the general outlines of what Trump University was about, I think have been fairly well established. I think it's more that this information is coming out now at a point where Trump is established as the putative, Republican nominee. There's no one that appears that has any chance of derailing that. All his competition has basically dropped out, and so there now seems to be even more attention. As you mentioned at the outset, there was some effort during the primary campaign to raise this issue against Trump, and it didn't work, at least with that subsection of the populace that was voting in the primary campaign. I think here it could perhaps scare some voters away from Trump. I don't know that it's going to cause people to flip back and forth, say, with Clinton or so forth, but I think it could diminish support and does give rise to this notion or support the idea that the Clinton campaign's pushing that Trump is a fraud, not just on the Trump University issue, but in a variety of other areas.
Well, he's trying to portray himself as the defender of the middle class, that he's the guy who's going to negotiate the deals that really help the American middle class get a fair shake, and that they've been messed over by...
So are they going to do something like this about Hillary Clinton as well and her emails? And Hillary Clinton in Benghazi? This is NPR, Larry Mantle. If they're going to be fair, they got to do this to Hillary Clinton as well.
Trump's resume, right? I mean, the fact that his ties and other products that he's made over the years are made overseas, and there are inconsistencies in the way